Not really trying to date right now. Still trying to figure my own life out. And I don't wanna love anybody else till I learn how to fall in love with myself. Maybe I'm insecure, or maybe the world is the problem. I guess I'm not really sure, so how do I learn what I'm worth? How do I love myself? Ooh, how do I love myself? Ooh, how do I know I'm enough? How do I learn how to not care so much? How do I love myself? Ooh, how do I love myself? Posting it all up on Instagram isn't helping me figure out who I am. All these edited faces up on my screen, how come none of them really look like me? Maybe I'm insecure, or maybe the world is the problem. I guess I'm not really sure, so how do I learn what I'm worth? How do I love myself? Ooh, how do I love myself? Ooh, how do I know I'm enough? How do I learn how to not care so much? How do I love myself? Ooh, how do I love myself? How do I love myself? How do I love myself?
Hello everyone, I'm Whitney, and yeah, I guess let's just get into this video. So I know it's been a while since I've actually been on YouTube, I feel like. I kind of overdid it with the 3 channels, and I was filming a ton of content, and I just kind of burnt myself out, and I've still got a bunch of videos to edit, and then I think I'm gonna try to just film and edit all in one day, and then film a new video and edit that, and so on and so forth, rather than just filming a bunch of videos and then editing them all. Yeah, because that seems like it's not working as well anymore. Anyways, okay, sorry, I'm on a yoga ball. I don't really have an actual chair, but the yoga ball is nice. Anyways, Fifi popped it, so if you see me start to sink down a little bit, then that's why. Okay, so I've got my camera set up, and I finally figured out how to use it for actually doing a live, so that's pretty cool. The only problem is that the cord is so freaking short, so I have to have it up on my desk, and it's just crazy. Hey Dom. Anyways, I feel a little bit nervous today because actually this book that I'm gonna be reading like the first little part of, and hopefully you can't get a copyright strike for that. I don't know, but I guess we'll find out, right? I've ordered this book like actually on the release date, which was like March 3rd or something like that. And it came fairly quickly, but I haven't actually begun reading it. I've kind of skimmed through it a little bit, and the reason why is because I'm actually kind of nervous to start reading it. It's How to Do the Work. It's a self-help book, and it's um, dealing with past, I guess, past traumas and stuff like that, and how to heal from all of that, and focuses, I think, mainly on being a child and how that affects your life today and the things that happened to you then. And there's just a lot that I didn't want to like relive certain things and start seeing things, so I have been putting off reading this, even though I've been so freaking excited. Um, Felix just sneezed. I guess after I'm done, I'll go ahead and put a link in the description box of the woman who wrote this. I'll put her Instagram in the description box, because even if you don't have this book, a lot of what she posts, it's really helpful. So I'll go ahead and do that. Anyways, this book is called How to Do the Work. It's Recognize Your Patterns, Heal from Your Past, and Create Yourself. And it's by Dr. Nicole LePrera. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but yeah. And so she is the holistic psychologist. So let's just do something a little sorry, I'm kind of nervous. Let's just do something. Okay, real quick. This is actually so weird because I don't get, well, sometimes I do get nervous when I'm filming in front of the camera, but not really. The fact that I'm actually live makes me so freaking nervous, and it feels like I'm just in front of a bunch of people doing a speech again, but yeah, I'm not. So yeah, I'm going to try to listen up here as much as I can. Okay, so I am going to first read the back, and I'm just gonna play around with it, all right? So you know how on the back of the books they have the I guess little review type thingies. So I'm just gonna read those. The world needs this book. No matter where you are on your healing journey, How to Do the Work will guide you to stronger relationships, more joy, and a clearer path for your future. We can't always control what happens to us. Oh, that sucks. But Nicole gives us a roadmap. Okay, well, I suck at following roadmaps and directions, so yeah. A roadmap on how to respond from a place of healing and inner peace. Want more from life? Looking for answers? How to Do the Work will teach you how to find them within yourself. A masterpiece of empowerment. This book changed my life. And trust me, it'll change yours too. In her book, How to Do the Work, Dr. Nicole LePrera, again, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sorry if I'm not. Brilliantly demystifies life-changing therapeutic principles in a way that is easy to digest. This book is a must read for anyone on a path of personal growth. How to Do the Work is an invitation to do the work with the inner tools we all carry within ourselves. Okay, so that's great. You don't need to buy anything else to do the work. Just, I guess, this book? No, I'm just kidding. Well, actually, it would probably have. Well, I guess we'll see. We'll see how it does. So, yeah, I'm just having you guys go on this journey with me because in case you're wanting to do the work, that way we can do it together, and that way it's not as scary. Yeah, the invitation is yours if you choose to accept it. Wherever you are on your path, Dr. LePrera meets you with open arms. I mean, we're supposed to be 6 feet away, but okay. Your current level of self-mastery is the only prerequisite. Prerequisite. This is a guide for your journey of becoming. The world needs your gifts now more than ever. Yes, definitely. I think that's one thing that we all need to do is try to be more true to ourselves and try to work on ourselves and be more insightful so that we can help the world. And like when you're being true to yourself, it just, I don't know, I think things have a lot easier way of falling into place, I want to say. And I know I am still on my journey to doing that. And I've realized that I've still got quite a ways to go. And so with these lives, I think kind of doing that is, yeah, I'm going to have to open up a lot more, and that is scary. I mean, I don't have to, but I want to. And yeah, anyways, let's just keep going. Okay, so there's one more. On the surface, Dr. LePrera's book appears to be a how-to manual, but at its fundament, it's a book oh my God. It's a book about understanding the self, for it is only when we deeply understand that we are able to heal. And actually, I feel like this is a good book for, and I haven't read it yet, but I'm assuming it's a good book for just, yeah, getting to know yourself and understanding yourself. And in turn, I'm thinking it's going to help you accept yourself and change certain parts of yourself that you want to change, that you can change. And it's going to help you love yourself. And I mean, before you can really truly love somebody else, I mean, you need to be able to love yourself. And I think we all kind of struggle with that at times. I think a lot of us are our own worst enemies. But yes, let's get into this book. That looked weird, sorry. For Lolly, who saw me before even I could. To each of you, I see you. I'm just playing around. I think it's funny and it's helping get my nerves away. Okay. Okay, so there's just a little quotes. I'm not going to read those. Okay, so we'll get to this part. A note on doing the work. A long, rich tradition of the work of transcending our human experience has been passed down by different messengers throughout the ages. The ancient Hermetic traditions spoke of mysterious alchemy, while modern mystics such as George Gurdjieff, I totally messed up that last name, and I'm so sorry, urge seekers to engage more deeply in the world by attaining higher levels of consciousness. Sorry, my microphone's like in the way, and yeah. Now I lost where I was. Oh my God. Okay, we see similar language used in required knowledge for anti-racism training and the necessary dismantling of the systematic oppression, as well as substance use recovery models like 12-step programs. What all of these iterations of the work share and what this book will foster and continue is the pursuit of insight into the self and our place in our community. I mean, how many of you have yet to find your place? Well, if you've already found it, then maybe you don't need to be here, but maybe you do want to be here. Um, yeah, I kind of feel like I know where I want to be, what I want to do, and what to be like in my community. But the thing is the majority of people around here don't have the same, I guess, values as me, and it's not as important to them. I guess there would only to like start something, and I mean, even still, it just takes a few people, but to really get it going, I would need more than just a couple of people. And I know there's a few people who share some of the beliefs that I do, but I mean, really, like you guys want to know what? I'm just gonna. Oh my God, I'm just going to. Sorry, my phone's going off. I am so sorry. But like this one in like my community where I live in, we had recycling, right? Okay. That was amazing. It was so great. I loved it. Once I found out that we had a recycling center here, I was just like, oh my God, yes, yes, always recycling. And then they took it away. And I was like, what the heck? And then we got a letter from the city. Well, they took it away because they were going to have to start paying for it or something. So it's like, okay, well, how about just let the city or let the people in the city um, charge them a little bit for it, because like there's so many people here and we get charged for mosquito fee and for like a waste fee and a yard waste fee and all this and that, whether I mean, I'll tell you what, I'm still getting bit by mosquitoes, so obviously I want my money back. But yeah, whether you use this stuff or not, or whatever, there are still charges in your bill from the city that you get charged for whether you work there or whether you get them or not. So yeah, that really kind of sucked. So it's like, why can't they just do that with the recycling thing? I feel like if more people were charged for it, they'd be like, oh, well, I better recycle. And I did the math on it with how many people there are and how much it would be each household would have to pay, and it was like less than a couple of bucks. So yeah, our mosquito fee I think is like $2, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, each month you pay those fees and everything. So yeah, they decided to get rid of it. But guess what? But guess what? It's so important. Like, we didn't even have a vote on it, you guys. We didn't even get to vote. The city council just decided, yeah, let's just get rid of it. Who needs like an earth for their children? Like, let's just leave them trashy stuff. It'll be fine. Like, let's live in the here and the now. YOLO! And so, yeah, they got rid of that. And it's more important that we have a brand new swimming pool for the community, which I love swimming, but I mean, we've already got a pool. Sure, it's not great and it leaks and I don't think it's heated. But anyways, it's still, yes, thank you. I think it's so dumb too. We were talking about this book, but I kind of got sidetracked, Deborah, and now we're talking about recycling. But yeah, so they decided, let's let's get a bunch of grants to build a brand new pool. And they've raised like, I don't know, but it's going to end up costing like, I think $2 million. And this is a project that's been ongoing for a couple years now. And yeah, I'm not really sure how long it's going to take to get that new pool in. So it's just, I don't know. It's like the priorities are, it's just kind of messed up. But anyways, so there's not a lot of people like me who think, oh, well, let's try to kind of fix things and let's try to keep things clean in the community and, recycle and teach the kids that, we need to do this stuff in order to ensure a better environment and everything. And so, yes, saving the earth is saving ourselves. Yes. But apparently these parents just don't care about their kids. I mean, oh my God, that's so true. They just want a new pool so that they can just send them off to the pool and not have to worry about them. Just be like, bye. But if they recycled, then they wouldn't have. Actually, no, they would still have the other pool. So what's crazy? It's crazy. Okay. The goal of, well, this isn't my work. This is her work. We're reading again. The goal of my work is to provide you with the tools to understand and harness. I lost where I was. And harness. Oh my goodness. The complex interconnectedness of your mind, body, and soul. This will foster deeper, more authentic, more meaningful relationships with yourself, with others, and within the greater society. What follows is my journey, and I hope that it inspires you to find your own version of the work. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. So I'm going to read the preface. I always like to read a preface because that's what it sounds like. But sometimes I don't actually read the preface, but I'm going to today for you guys because poets and mystics always seem to have their oh my God. Transcendental, oh my God, I cannot say that word. Awakening somewhere divine on a mountaintop. Oh, I wish we had mountains. While staring off into the open sea. And a sea, that would be nice too. Dang it. While staring off by a babbling brook next to a burning bush. I don't think I would like to be next to a burning bush, but okay. Mine happened in a log cabin in the middle of nowhere. In the middle of the woods, actually. Where I found myself sobbing uncontrollably into a bowl of oatmeal. Okay, I can kind of relate to that. I mean, I don't really eat oatmeal that much, but I do have a few breakdowns now and then. I was upstate in New York with my partner, Lolly, on what was supposed to be a vacation. A retreat from the stress of the city life in Philadelphia. Wait, that's not that far from... Okay. As I ate my breakfast, I pored through the pages of another psychologist's book, my version of a beach read. The topic, emotionally unavailable mothers. As I read it, for professional enrichment, or so I believed, the words activated an unexpected and confusing emotional response. You're burnt out. My partner Lolly offered. Okay, maybe I should read this in like a different, like a southern accent or something. You're burnt out. My partner Lolly offered. You need to take a step back and relax, y'all. I brushed her off. I didn't believe that I was in any way unique in my general feelings and experiences. I heard similar complaints from so many of my clients and friends. Who doesn't get out of bed in the morning dreading the day ahead? Who doesn't feel distracted at work? Who doesn't feel distanced from the people they love? Who in the world can honestly say they aren't living each day for their vacation? Isn't this just what happens when you get older? Well, I mean, yeah, Nikki, you're always distracted at work. Yeah, actually, I get distracted a lot. Well, okay, I'm kind of getting distracted right now, but yeah, I find myself just kind of daydreaming in my own little world and imagining what I want my life to be like, and just thinking it's just crazy because I feel like a lot of us just start thinking about, is this all there is to life? Is this what there is? Like, I want more. Like, I don't want this to be. And yeah. So, let's see. She says, I had recently celebrated. Okay, we're still going on. Okay. This is interesting. Yep, I didn't skip a page. This is weird, and you'll see why. I had recently celebrated my 13th birthday. That's what was strange to me because it sounded like she's an adult. I don't know. And thought to myself, is this it? Even though I'd already checked off so many of the boxes that I dreamed of since I was a child. Huh. You know what? I don't actually have a bucket list. I've thought of doing like a bucket list, but um, I feel like not getting things checked off is going to make me feel bad about myself and horrible about my life. But if you've got a bucket list, that's pretty cool. Let me know. And what are some of the things that you'd like to do? So she says she's living in a city of her choosing, running my own practice, my own private therapy practice, finding a loving partner. I still felt like there was something essential in my beginning that was lost or missing, or had never been there in the first place. Yeah, I think a lot of us feel that way. No bucket list. Well, maybe we all should need to work on our bucket lists. Maybe like I could start off small and like get up at 5 a.m. for an entire week. Maybe that could work. Let's see. Yes, Nikki, live in the here and the now. Do what you want when you feel like it. Don't feel like you have to do something just because you wrote it down and you have to have it all figured out. Yeah, so. Move to Tucson should definitely be on my list. Definitely. Definitely. Does anybody know where there's a place I could stay at in Tucson? Okay, so after years of being in relationships, yet feeling emotionally alone, I had finally met a person who felt right because she was so different. She was different from me, whereas I was hesitant and often disengaged. Lolly was passionate and headstrong. She often challenged me in ways I felt were exciting. I should have been happy, or at the very least, content. Okay, so it sounds like she found the one, and she's still not quite feeling it. She is, but she's still feels like there's something missing. Not necessarily with her partner, I think. I think it's more like within herself, and I think that's the part that, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I read this part. Instead, I felt outside of myself, detached, emotionless. I felt nothing. On top of it all, I was experiencing physical issues that had become so acute that I could no longer ignore them. There was the brain fog, which would cloud me so thoroughly that sometimes not only forgot words or phrases, but entered a complete state of blankness. Oh my God. Okay. That happens to me where I forget simple words like the freaking windowsill. Oh my God. Okay. That happens quite a bit, actually. Does that happen to anybody else? Tell me I'm not the only one. Well, I guess it happens to her in this book, so I guess I'm not the only one then. Let's see. This was particularly upsetting, especially during the few times when it happened in sessions with clients. Oh my gosh, so she's a therapist? Yeah. Just kind of spacing out or not finding the words, that would really definitely be all the time different words come out instead. Okay, good. Glad I'm not the only one. Let's see. Persistent gut issues, which had plagued me for years, now made me feel heavy and constantly weighed down. The only day I fainted out of the blue, fully on passed out at a friend's house, which terrified everyone. Okay. Sitting in the rocking chair, oh, we don't have a rocking chair, with my bowl of oatmeal in such a serene setting, I suddenly felt how hollowed out my life had become. Yeah, there's just got to be more. I was energetically drained in the clutches of existential despair, frustrated by my client's inability to make progress, and anchored at my own limitations in the pursuit of their care and my own, and deeply constricted by fear floating sluggishness. Yes! Oh my God, fear sets me back so much. And dissatisfaction that made me question the point of everything. Back at home in the hustle and bustle of the city life, I could mask these troubled feelings by channeling all of the energies into action. Cleaning the kitchen, walking the dog, making endless plans. That sounds exhausting. Uh, moving. If you didn't look too closely, you might admire my type A efficiency, but dig in just a little bit and you'd realize that I was moving my body to distract myself from something deeply rooted, unresolved feelings. Yes. So I think a lot of us try to distract ourselves from things, and whether it's how we're feeling or whether it's just, yeah, it's exhausting and never gets done. Whether it's, yeah, sorry. Okay, in the middle of the woods. We don't have woods here. Oh, we have lots of woods, like tree woods. I'm just kidding. Never mind. Anyways, that was a joke. In the middle of the woods, without a thing to do but read about the lasting effects of childhood trauma. Who's got childhood trauma? Raise their hands. I think we all do. I know. You guys are like, Whitney, what? You have trauma? No freaking way. You just seem so like you have your life together and just like you could not possibly have any trauma. Yeah, I know. I do. I come off that way, but Yeah, I've got a lot of issues. That was a joke too, if you guys, well, not the issues part, but the other part, in case some of you didn't know. I'm sure you guys all watching know, but yes. Anyways. I could no longer escape myself. The book exposed so many of the feelings about my mother and my family that I had long repressed. Yeah, that's something a lot of us do. It was like looking into a mirror. There I was, naked, no distractions, and very uncomfortable with what I saw. Was that a new mole? Oh, no, I'm just kidding. It doesn't say that, but when I did look more honestly at myself overall, it was hard not to notice that many of the issues I was having closely mirrored those I saw in my mother's own struggles, and particularly my mother's own relationship with her body and emotions. Yeah, I think that whatever we grow up seeing a lot of times is, or if we grow up with parents or whoever we're mostly with, it doesn't necessarily have to be your parents or whatever. Like if you're talking about yourself like, oh, I'm so stupid all the time, and your kid hears that, or a kid you're watching or whatever, your younger siblings hear that, that's going to get ingrained into their head. And when they get older, it's just, I think a lot of it takes a lot more insight to realize that a lot of times we're just repeating certain patterns, or that we want to try to fix what we heard or whoever saying that they were stupid or something, you know? So let's see. Yeah, I watched her struggle in many ways with near constant physical pain in her knees and back, and frequent anxiety and worry. As I grew up, there were, of course, many ways I was different from my mom. I was tall, she was short. I'm just kidding, it doesn't say that. I was physically active, making it a priority to take care of my body by exercising and eating healthily. In my 20s, I even became a vegetarian. I'm vegan. After I'm not making this up, you guys. After befriending a cow at an animal sanctuary. Have you guys seen those videos of where those cows are playing fetch and stuff? Oh, it just kind of makes your day. They're like all huge. They're like big dogs. But yeah. Hi, Fifi. I don't know if you could. Yeah, he's probably going to be meowing a little bit. Yes, Felix. Hi. Making it impossible for me to imagine eating any animal ever again. Sure, the bulk of my diet revolved around hyper-processed fake meat and vegan junk food. Vegan Philly cheesesteaks were a particular favorite, but at least I cared about what I put into my body, with the exception of alcohol, which I still overindulge in. I sometimes took that caring to an extreme, restricting myself, eating joylessly. I always thought, sorry, I'm just checking my battery. I always thought that I was nothing like my mom. But as the emotional and now physical issues erupted, spilling into all aspects of my life, I realized it was time to start questioning things. Oh, hi, Fifi. You guys want to see Felix? I don't know if you can. Oh, no, you can't. Never mind. I'm sorry. Felix, stop. He's like all over the desk. Say hi. Okay. Felix, get down. Okay. His tail is like right by my face. Let's see. Yeah, he apparently is being camera shy. Let's see. Oh, here he comes again. No, Felix, stop. I'm afraid he's going to like click some button and like just everything's gonna go black or shut down the computer, or everybody's gonna be like, what the heck just happened? Felix, come on now. Come on. Maybe if I like pull this down, you guys can see him. There. Okay. So, yes. Okay. This is what my day is like all the time, you guys. I try to film, I try to edit, and I try to do things, and the cats jump up here, or they get in the way, and they cry, or they'll be knocking things over, or like, play with me, and then, and yeah. Okay, so let's try to continue if Felix will let us. I got Felix hair on my lips. And that realization sent me sobbing into a pile of hot mush. Contained in this sad, somewhat pathetic picture was a message. This outpouring of emotion was so unusual, so outside the realm of my typical personality, that I couldn't ignore this soul signal. Something was screaming. Okay, he's knocking things off the desk now. Something was screaming out for me to pay attention, and there was nothing for me to hide behind in the middle of the woods. I guess unless there was like a bear or something, then that would get your mind off of thinking about this other emotional stuff. But if there's no bear or no other animals, then it's like, yeah. Oh. It was time to come face to face with my suffering, my pain, my trauma, and ultimately my true self. Oh my God. See, this is why I've been having such a difficult time. Like, I've been so excited about this book. I wanted to read it for so long. And, like, I knew about it last year, but that was way before it was even released. And I was like, oh my God, I had to wait for a whole year to read it. And then I got it. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. Oh my God. It's kind of scary. Today I call that incident my dark night of the soul, my rock bottom. Hitting rock bottom is like a death. For some of us, it can literally bring us close to death. Death, of course, enables rebirth. Okay. Yes, I'm scary. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this has like never been used. So I almost skipped over a page, and that would have been very confusing. And I emerged determined to figure out what was wrong. That painful moment brought the light in, revealing so much of myself that I had buried. Suddenly, clarity hit. I need to find change. Let's see. I had no idea that this insight would lead to a physical, psychological, and spiritual awakening. Okay, that sounds pretty awesome. And eventually become international movement. Initially, I focused on what I felt was most pressing, my body. I assessed myself physically. How was I sick? And where was this sickness manifesting? Okay, I'm kind of lost about the sickness. We'll just keep going. I knew intuitively that the way back would start with nutrition and movement. I enlisted Lolly, who I call my Energizer Bunny. of self-improvement to help me keep on the path to honestly dealing with how I was mistreating my vessel. She kicked me out of bed in the morning. Oh my gosh, she probably wanted to break up with her so bad. Both of them probably wanted to break up. Oh my god. She kicked me out of the bed in the morning, shoved dumbbells into my hands, and forced us to consciously move our bodies several times a day. We dug into nutrition research and found that many of our ideas about what was healthy were debatable. I mean, we began a morning ritual. Oh, you know what would be fun to do in the mornings? I don't know if any of you guys live near like an ocean or a beach, and maybe I'm just saying this because I have never lived by one, and I think it'd be so fun to just go out there in the morning and do like morning yoga, or I don't really do yoga. I tried yin yoga, but yeah, it's kind of nice to do before bed. But anyways, I think that would be so. I just think that would be so peaceful, and yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, so they incorporated a breathing workout and meditation again every day. Though I participated somewhat, guys, this word, begrudgingly at first, and there were missed days, tears, sore muscles. Sorry, that's my phone. Aching souls and threats of quitting. Oh my god, I thought she was going to say something else. After many months, a routine took hold. I began to crave this new routine. And I felt stronger physically and mentally than I had in my entire life. You guys, maybe we should all like get on something together and like, I don't know, maybe just like a little bit. I don't know. I feel like I always have to have some sort of like a workout buddy or like a somebody to be doing things with in order to really actually stick with things, and yeah. Okay. As my body began to heal, I began to question so many other truths. Yes, see the bedtime stretches to wind down. That's like the yin yoga. And oh my god, it puts your body in like this. I don't know. I'll have to link it in the video when I'm done. I'll go ahead and put the link into one of them that I like to do, and that just makes me feel so good and just ready for bed, and it's amazing. I sleep so much better when I do that. So yes. I learned new ways of thinking about mental wellness. I realized that disconnect among mind, body, and soul can manifest as sickness and dysregulation. Okay, yeah. What, Felix? I discovered that our genes are not destiny, and that in order to change, we have to become consciously aware of our thought patterns and habits, which have been shaped by the people we care for and have been catered for by the most. I discovered new, wider definition of trauma, one that takes into account of the profound spiritual effects that stress and adverse experiences in childhood have on the body's nervous system. I realized that I had unresolved traumas from my childhood that continued to affect me every single day. Is she just like talking about me or what? Yeah, there are some things that I want to, that eventually I'll talk to you guys about and I'll tell you guys, because there are things that I'm not proud of that I've done, and it took, and it's so crazy because I don't know why I did some of these things. It just is so bizarre. And until I was talking with my therapist and we were digging deeper and deeper, I realized that it was because of my past. And yeah, but so when I do talk about that, you guys will know what I'm talking about. Anyways, the more I learned, the more I integrated what I was learning into the new daily choices I was consistently making. Over time, I adapted to those changes and began to transform. Once my physiology began to heal, I went deeper, harnessing some of the insights I'd learned in my diverse range of clinical experience and applying them to the knowledge I was building about the integration of the whole person and physical, psychological, and spiritual selves. I met my inner child. Oh, okay. This is I'm just going to keep reading and see if this is actually what I think it means before I actually say anything. I met my inner child, learned how to reparent her. Okay. Yeah, okay. So this is what I think it means. It's kind of weird. So yeah, I go to therapy. Like I said, I have issues. And I realize I need to work on them, and it's helped so much. But I there's this thing that we have to do, like it's where you imagine yourself in those particularly traumatic events or whatever, and you realize that you're not there anymore, that you're not vulnerable like you were then, and that you're not that child anymore, and that you're here in the now, and that can't hurt you, and you can go back like as you are today as an adult, if you're an adult watching this, which I'm assuming you are, that you can do that. And this is really cool, is that you can actually be there for yourself as a child in a way. And it's so crazy to think about, but there's something about it, something so, I can't find the words, but it's so therapeutic, and it's just, okay, it's like getting what you didn't get in that moment of that traumatic event, getting what you needed from somebody right then and there. You're getting that from yourself, and you are like helping your past self as a child. It's pretty cool. Okay, so let's see. I really need to keep my finger on where I was at. Oh, goodness. Yep, okay. So she learned how to reparent her inner child. She examined the trauma bonds that were holding her hostage. Learned how to set boundaries. Oh my God, that's a huge one. I only learned how to set boundaries last year because of the pandemic. I'm like, no, I can't do this. We're in a pandemic. I can't. And began to engage with the world with an emotional maturity that I had never before known was possible, as it had been an entirely unknown state to me. I realized that this inner work didn't stop inside of me, but extended beyond myself into each and every relationship and into the greater community at large. The revolutionary. Wait, that's not what. The revelatory understanding of mind, body, soul, wellness is encapsulated in the pages that follow, which set forth the basic tenets of of holistic psychology. I write to you today from a place of continued healing. My symptoms of anxiety and panic have largely disappeared. Oh wow, that would be nice. I no longer relate to the world from a reactive place. Oh yeah, that I need to not do that. And am able to access more awareness and compassion. I feel connected to and present with my loved ones, and I am able to set boundaries with those who are not active participants in my journey. I am conscious for the first time in my adult life. I didn't see it when I hit rock bottom. I didn't see it a year later. Today, I know that I would not be here writing this book if I had not accessed the depths of my despair. Let's see. It's like getting so dark in here. I'm like trying to read. I launched the Holistic Psychologist in 2018 after deciding that I wanted to share the tools I discovered with others. I had to share. Soon after, I began sharing my story on Instagram. Okay, this is what when she must have decided to do it. She must have started it out on Instagram somehow. But yes, like I said, I'll link that in the description box when we're done. You guys have to check it out. It is awesome. Okay. Or I guess you could just search it now. Duh. I began sharing my story on Instagram. Letters of trauma, healing, and emotional resilience began pouring into my inbox. My messages of holistic healing had resonated in the collective mind, crossing age and cultural lines. Today, more than 3 million people follow my account. Well, she doesn't need to brag. Just kidding. In their mental, physical, and spiritual wellness. Supporting this community has become my life's work. I honored the 1-year anniversary of the Holistic Psychologist by hosting a West Coast inner child meditation to thank my community for their support and to give an opportunity to connect in real life and celebrate our shared journeys. Well, I wasn't invited to that. Days before, I Googled Venice beach locations and haphazardly picked a meetup spot. Oh, well, it was Venice. Okay, well, I don't have a passport and I couldn't afford it. But don't tell anybody that. I offered okay. I offered free tickets on Instagram and crossed my fingers that people would be interested. Dang it, why did I not know about this sooner? Within a few hours, 3,000 people had signed up. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I guess oh wait, but then it would have been kind of like, do we trust her? Do we know this person? We can't go. That's like leaving the country and we don't know her. What's going to happen? So yeah, actually I probably wouldn't have went. I say it like I don't think I would have. No. That's no. As I sat under the hot sun in the middle of the wide expanse of Venice Beach, joggers and various characters from Southern California bobbed by. Sorry, that just sounds funny. I set my sights on the waves lapping against the shore. Oh, the warm sand under my toes and the chilly wetness of my ocean-soaked hair made me acutely aware of my body in space and time. I felt so present, so alive as I lifted my hands in prayer, imagining the various life paths that had brought each and every one of the remarkable humans around me to the beach that morning. I almost feel like that's maybe just kind of looking a little bit into it, but I mean, she's happy, so it doesn't really matter. I scanned the crowd and briefly felt overwhelmed by the sheer number of eyes on me. Oh my God. Yes, too many people. Yes, I get that. Oh, yeah. A person who has always hated being the center of attention. Then I began. Something. Oh, okay. So I'm going to read this in an accent. The southern accent. Okay. Something brought you here. Something inside of you came here with a deep longing to heal. A longing to be the highest version of yourself. This is something to celebrate. We all have a childhood that is creating our current reality. And today, we've chosen to heal from our past in order to create our new future, y'all. The part of you that knows this to be true is your intuition. It has always been there. We have simply developed a habit of not listening or trusting what it says. Being here today is a step in healing that broken trust within ourselves. Oh my God, I'm sorry, I just read the comment. It's so dark, it looks like you're going to tell some scary stories. It is so dark, I can hardly read. Like, I feel like I should turn on the lights. Maybe I'll just do that really, really quick. Hang on. Okay. Now, anybody looking through my windows can see what's going on here because I didn't close the blinds. Yeah, turn on a flashlight. I thought about it. I was going to turn on the flashlight on my phone, but yeah. I'm going to move this up a little bit. It's not spookier. Hi, Fifi. Okay. Okay. As I said those words, I locked eyes with a stranger in the crowd. She smiled at me and touched her heart, as if to say thank you. Suddenly, tears filled my eyes. I was crying, and these were not the same tears that I had shed on my oatmeal all those years before. These were tears of love, of acceptance, of joy. These were tears of healing. I'm a living testament to this truth. Awakings are not mystical Awakings are not mystical experiences that are reserved for only monks, mystics, and poets. Y'all, they are not only for spiritual people. They are for each and every one of us who wants to change and who aches to heal, to thrive, to shine. With your awareness awakened, anything is possible, y'all. Whew. Let's see. Okay. I just want to read the introduction. How long is the introduction? I feel like that was taking forever to read, but that's only because I get distracted all the time, like some of you guys say that you get distracted. And this one isn't a long introduction. Sorry, I got distracted again as I was, okay. Okay, so we can go through this. And then, okay, so this is just like, I just counted how many pages it was and I literally just forgot. Oh my God. That is so sad. Okay. Okay, I thought I was reading okay, anyways. A primer, it just reminds me of putting makeup primer on, you know. A primer, that doesn't sound right. A primer on holistic psychology. How to do the work is a testament of a revolutionary approach to mental, physical, and spiritual wellness called holistic psychology. Okay, so I'd never heard of holistic psychology before actually following this person on Instagram. I just thought there was psychology, you know? It's a movement of empowerment that's committed to the daily practice of creating your own wellness by breaking negative patterns, healing from your past, and creating your conscious self. Holistic psychology focuses on the mind, body, and soul in the service of rebalancing the body and nervous systems and healing unresolved emotional wounds. I mean, you guys don't have any unresolved issues, do you? Because, I mean, like, y'all look pretty perfect to me. So, I mean, are you guys just here to make me feel better about myself? That is so sweet. You guys are so kind. Now I lost her. Oh, yeah. Okay. This work gives you the power to transform yourself into the person you've always been at your core. That's pretty cool. It tells a new exciting story where physical and psychological symptoms are messages, not lifelong diagnoses, not lifelong diagnoses that can only be managed. It's a story that gets to the root of chronic pain, stress, fatigue, anxiety, gut dysregulation, and nervous system imbalances that have long been dismissed or ignored by traditional Western medicine. It helps explain why so many of us feel stuck, detached, or lost. It offers practical tools that will enable you to create new habits for yourself. Understand the behaviors of others. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. And realize that the idea that your worth is determined by a person or thing out and realize, hang on. Wait, what? I feel like I'm reading this wrong. And understand the behavior and oh, it's supposed to be release, not realize. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm going to reread that. It offers practical tools that will enable you to create new habits for yourself, understand the behavior of others, and release the idea that your worth is determined by any person or thing outside of yourself. So that's one thing that I have. Oh my God, I'm such a freaking people pleaser. And I've been so since I feel like day one. And I feel like as I've done YouTube, and even like last year when the pandemic came and, you know, we had the Black Lives Matter movement and that's still going on. And just so many different things made me realize that I need to not care so much about what other people think and do what I believe to be right. Now, sometimes that just goes with whatever your beliefs or whoever you are. Like, we aren't always going to see eye to eye on things, but for me personally, like, I want to be true to myself. And I think that's kind of one of the things that I long to help other people do by sharing some of my experiences that I'm not so proud of. Just to, just to show, it's okay that we may have done these things and maybe we did know what we were doing and maybe we didn't realize why we were doing them and none of it made sense. And just trying to talk about things and just being more about the mental health and everything and being you. And I don't know, it's freaking scary. Anyways, if you commit to doing the work every day, there will come a time when you will look in the mirror and feel awestruck by the person looking back at you. So I'm guessing you'll be like, ooh, hey, look at you. You look so freaking gorgeous. Darn, you are so freaking smart. God, wow. The holistic methods exercises that harness the power of the physical with with breath work and body work. Oh, okay, so you need to be working on all of these things, I guess. I don't think you exactly need to be working on all of them, but okay, Whitney, stop. Let's just continue reading. Sorry, guys. Psychological, by changing your relationship to your thoughts and past experiences. And the spiritual, by connecting to our authentic self and to the greater collective, are effective because the body, mind, and soul are connected. Okay, well, that makes sense. They work because they are both based in the science of epigenetics. That's not right, is it? I guess it is. Sorry. I kind of suck with words sometimes, you guys. And the reality that we have far more impact over our mental wellness than we think. Healing is a conscious process that can be lived daily through changes in our habits and patterns. So many of us exist in a state of unconsciousness. We navigate through the world running on a blind autopilot, carrying out automatic habitual behaviors that don't serve us or reflect who we fundamentally are and what we deeply desire. The practice of holistic psychology helps us reconnect to our inner guidance system, which conditioned patterns learned in early childhood have taught us to disconnect from. Holistic psychology helps us find that intuitive voice, to trust it, and to let go of the personality that has been molded and shaped by parental figures, friends, teachers, and society at large, allowing us to bring consciousness to our unconscious selves. Okay, see, there's that. I think for me, it's kind of that people pleasing, and I don't know, I would just hide a lot of myself because I was I was afraid of what people would think of me, or maybe this person's not going to be my friend anymore, or I don't know, maybe I'm going to hurt somebody if I say how I really feel about something. And it's not, I mean, like, if somebody's not going to be your friend or like you because of how you feel, if you're like, oh, hey, I think we should wear masks because we're still in a pandemic, and your friend is like, screw you, I'm not wearing a mask. I don't care if you die. Do you really want to be friends with that person? Does that sound like somebody who's going to care about you? No. So, I mean, sometimes it's best to just, if meaning that if meaning exactly, yeah, that's definitely not a good friend. If cutting that person or saying your truth, and that means that person is going to be out of your life. And this took me a while to realize. It took me a while to be okay with. And sometimes it still really sucks, and I thought I was going to lose I thought I was going to lose one of my best friends telling her something about myself and that I had done and everything. And I didn't end up losing her. I mean, a true friend understands you and shares a lot of the same values and beliefs that you do. And if they don't, it's better. I feel like it's better to be able to, the sooner you cut ties with that person, the better. And if it's like you having to say, well, where is your mask? Why aren't you wearing a mask? And your friend's like, ugh, that pandemic, it's just a hoax or whatever. And you're like, what the F? I told you my uncle died from this. What the heck? And clearly they're not a very good friend, so it's good. I mean, that way you're not wasting any more of your time thinking that this person is actually your friend. And I mean, you guys may have had something that is you guys, there were some things that you guys did get along with and that you thought you were really great friends, but when it comes down to it, big things like that, big issues that affect the entire world or what people are going through, I think that really comes down to it, whether you want these people around you or not. And I mean, we can choose our friends. It's not like we can choose, well, we can kind of choose who we work with in a way, but I mean, a lot of times we just have to bite our tongue and it sucks. But I'm sorry, I'm doing a lot better at, I guess, at least speaking through my channel, at least. Um, I'm honestly really terrified to when I have to actually speak up or stand up in front of a bunch of people, especially when that person has authority or that person is the authoritative figure, you know, like they can make your lives miserable, but I mean, I want to be able to, yeah. So I guess kind of just speaking on YouTube like this is definitely a good start. I think like if any of you guys like want to and have trouble actually being true to yourself and speaking your truth, you could totally create a brand new channel. Like it doesn't even have to be like who you guys are in the chat or whatever. Just create a whole new channel and you don't even have to show your face or whatever. Or it could be a nice, and you could do like an accent like I was doing, like a southern one, y'all. Like, and then nobody will know it's you. But yeah, it does make it a lot easier. And just the fact that, you know, and if you're starting off a channel, like I've got 3 something, and I, to me, well, I mean, I have a lot more subs than I used to, which is awesome. Like, it's pretty cool building like a community. Do a British one. Is the British one like, wait, I was getting, no, I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm too self-conscious right now to do it. I think I need to practice at that one. I've been practicing at the Southern one for since I was in high school, so yeah. But yeah, it can really definitely help. I mean, like I said, I don't have that many subs compared to some people. But I still get nervous, like, because I'm like, oh, well, you know, right now there's a few of you guys watching right now, and I feel like that's kind of cool because, like, we can all talk with one another in the chat, and it's not like having to keep up. Sorry, that was weird in my head, but it's not like having to keep up, and it's not like everybody's having to keep up what's going on in the chat, what's going on video, and going back and forth, you know what I mean? So that's really cool about these. But I feel like if you were starting off just as one channel, like, then you would be completely on your own with no subs. And you would just be, well, I guess you wouldn't be doing the lives. Well, you could if you wanted to, but it would just be a way to get out your true self without feeling so afraid that somebody is going to judge you for it. And I mean, like, you can disable comments and all that. And heck, if you wanted to, like, you could even make the video private. There's just something so relieving about saying something that you believe and that's true to you, and that, you know, that other people may not realize that you're into or you like or whatever. And it's, I don't know, if you guys are ever feeling like it, you should try it sometime. Definitely, you should try it. And if you want, like, let me know, like, and if you want to do a live or whatever, or I can just like come over, like let me know and I can like comment on your thing so you don't feel so like alone or whatever. Or maybe you don't want me there. That's okay if you don't. Like, I don't have to be there. That's fine. Um, you know, Nikki, like I get camera shy sometimes. I used to love like me and my friends in high school, and even my brother and I would play. We'd record with the cameras, and we'd do like these fake commercials, and I don't know, it. We would just have a blast with that. And I stopped doing that after high school. I totally stopped, and it wasn't until I think a couple of years ago, almost 2 years ago, when my husband bought this camera that, and he was recording, doing some tutorials and stuff. Um, uh, that I was like, yeah, I want to get back into this. This is so fun. And it's just, I don't know. I guess it's just a part of me, but going back to what you're saying, being camera shy and all that, yeah, oh my God, when I was first getting out this camera and recording, oh my God, I was so freaking nervous. And just going back and watching my first videos compared to now, and it's, I think with time, it gets a lot easier. And it does feel weird kind of talking to a camera with nobody else there and you know it. Like if you're not doing a live, it just sometimes it's like whatever. But I feel like for me, I feel like I, like I said, I guess it just takes me back to that place of when I was younger and I was just having so much fun with the camera and with my friends and my brother, and we would just do silly things, and it was really a lot of fun. And so I guess maybe that makes me feel like they're there in a way, or like I'm hanging out with my friends, like when I'm on here with you guys. It's just, it does, and it is, it's like a little community, like with you guys here. It's really, really cool. And it, oh, sorry, there's a message that popped up, and it I had to approve it. So yeah. Yes, me and my best friend, we did work that camera. Oh my gosh. Maybe someday you guys will get to see it. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know if anybody's ready to see that though. I don't know. So my husband just pulled up, but being that the blinds are open, he's gonna know that I'm recording, so he can see me. So yeah, he's gonna have to put himself in. Now, was I on this page or this page? Do you guys know which page I was on? The left or the right? Okay, we were there. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Oh, okay, I know where we're at. In these pages, you will find a new paradigm. Oh my God, I cannot say that word. Paradigm for an interior. I think I'm becoming nervous now that my husband's like right around here. I don't like recording. I don't know. I think that's one of the things that is, if there's people around when you're recording, it kind of feels. Oh my God, I wonder if he has his key. No, he would knock if he didn't. No, okay. Is it just feels a little, makes you a little self-conscious. So let's see, integrative. Okay, so this is an integrative approach to healing that incorporates the mind, body, and soul. Please note that I am not advocating for tearing down the old model. I'm not suggesting that the tools of conventional psychotherapy and other therapeutic models don't have value. Instead, I'm proposing an approach that embraces aspects of various modalities from psychology and neuroscience to mindfulness and practices in an effort to cultivate what I believe are the most effective and integrative techniques for healing and wellness. I have incorporated lessons and insights from traditional models like cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and psychoanalysis, while also bringing holistic aspects that are as of this writing not entirely embraced by mainstream psychology. It's important to understand that the practice of holistic psychology is rooted in freedom. Ooh, that sounds nice. Freedom, choice, and ultimately empowerment. That sounds nice. Yes. Some things will resonate, others won't. The objective is to use the tools that work best for you. Just the act of choosing will help you connect more deeply to your intuition and your authentic self. Learning to heal yourself, self-healing, is an act of self-empowerment. It really is. It actually really is. With how far I've come along with therapy and stuff, it really does. But the more you get to know yourself and understand why you do certain things that you do, or when you understand why, you maybe understand how to change those things, and you become more of yourself, and you're not so afraid of what other people think, and you start to learn to love yourself. And it is like, it's empowering. It is really, really a great feeling, but I realize that I've still got a lot of work to do. So I'm not 100% there. I'm probably not that close, but I've come a long ways. Yes. Self-healing is not only possible, it is our reality as human beings, because no one outside of us can truly know what is best for each of us in our uniqueness. Problematically, for far too many of us, quality health care, especially mental health care, oh my gosh, yes, is out of reach. We live in a world where there are gross inequities in access according to where we live. Yeah, that's true. What we look like, yep, and who we are, yes. Even those of us who are privileged enough to afford the type of care we need often encounter the eye-opening truth that not all care is created equal. And if we are lucky enough to find a truly helpful provider, we are confined by the limited amount of face-to-face time we get with that person. This book offers a self-directed learning model that contains the information and prompts that you will be able to do the work of healing yourself each and every day. Truly comprehending your past, learning it, witnessing it, listening to it, is a process that enables deep change that lasts. It enables true transformation. How to do the work is presented in 3 parts. Part 1, 2, and 3. No, just kidding. The first part, it provides the foundation as we become aware of our conscious self, the power of our thoughts, and the influence of stress and childhood trauma on the systems of our bodies. It allows us to understand how psychological dysregulation in our body system keeps us from moving forward mentally and emotionally. In the second part, we will peel back a layer and enter the mind. Ooh. We will explore the workings of the conscious and subconscious. Oh my gosh, that subconscious though. Oh, she is, wow. Just crazy. Learning how powerful conditioning from our parent figures shaped our worlds, creating thought and behavior patterns that persist today. We will then dive a bit deeper into our mind and meet our inner child. We will learn about the ego stories that protect us and keep us repeating relationship patterns we began experiencing in childhood. See, this is what I talked about in my other video, the one with the successful male or whatever. It's all based, a lot of your relationships you're trying to, well, not all the time, but a lot of the time, are trying to mimic that relationship that you saw most modeled for you. You're trying to do that relationship over again so that you can fix it. It's this weird thing that we all have about fixing people, and it's really weird. But and sometimes it, like I said, it doesn't always have to be with um, the exact or similar experiences from our parents or whatever. But a lot of the times when you are in those type of relationships, it was usually um, modeled by your caregivers or somebody who was a very important or vital role in your life, or who was there caring for you. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. We will then dive. Oh, wait, did I read that? Oh, sorry, guys. Okay. So the parent figures that shaped our worlds, they create thought and behavior patterns that assist today. We will then dive a bit deeper into our mind and meet our inner child. Ooh. I wonder what she looks like. All stupid. I mean, she looks like me when I was younger. Duh. I mean, but yours won't look like me. Yours will. Oh, hey, look, there's Prince. Oh, hi, Prince. We'll focus on him. No, it's not gonna. It's gonna focus on me. Okay. We will learn about the ego stories that protect us. Oh, wait, I already read those. I'm so sorry. How many of you noticed I just reread that? Oh, we began experiencing childhood. The final part, which I consider to be the essence of the work, we will learn to apply the knowledge we've gained to achieve the emotional maturity that allows you to connect more authentically to others. No person is an island. I'd like to be on an island. Actually, sometimes I feel like I am an island. I mean, by the thoughts of, I feel like I'm by myself and so different from a lot of people. Anyways, we are social creatures, and it is not until we are able to truly embody our authentic selves that we become able to connect deeply with the people we love. This creates the foundation from which to cultivate a sense of oneness with the collective we, or something greater than ourselves. Along the way, I've included prompts and tools intended to meet you wherever you are on your journey. All you need to begin this transformation is your conscious self, a desire to dig deep, peel back those layers, and an understanding that change is not easy and the road ahead will sometimes be rough. There's no quick fixes here. Dang it. Which is a difficult fact to come to terms with, especially for the many of us who have been conditioned to believe in the illusion of the magic bullet solution. Okay, I guess I don't know. I will be the first to say that the work is just that, work. Do we get paid for it though? That would be nice, right? That would actually be so cool if we got paid to like work on ourselves. Wow. Yeah. There are no shortcuts, and no one else can do it for you. I mean, it makes sense. It can feel uncomfortable or even downright scary to become an active participant in your own healing. See, that's what I've been afraid to do, is I know it's going to be a lot of work, and I know I'm going to have to look at stuff and and I'm sorry, I just saw Nikki saying that she doesn't work for free, and well, I wonder if I do well, what about if it's work on yourself? Or what about when you clean the house? It's kind of like working for free, unless you're somebody who gets an allowance from your parents or somebody else or something. Anyways, but yeah, it is scary. Ultimately, learning who you are and what you are capable of is not only empowering and transformative, but one of the most profound experiences we can have. Ooh, that sounds fun. Some people who follow my work tell me that I deliver truths wrapped up in a nice, comfy blanket. Oh, well, that's good. I take that as a compliment. And I'm going to get real for a second. Oh, there is such a thing as getting too comfortable, okay? Healing rarely comes without difficulty. Okay, well, I know I'm gonna have. I already know. See, I know I'm gonna have difficulty because that's why I told you guys I've been putting this off. I don't know about you guys. Maybe it'd be easy for you guys. That would be cool if it was easy. Well, if it's easy for you guys, then maybe you don't need to do that much work. So she was saying, getting too comfortable. Healing rarely comes without difficulty. It's painful at times and terrifying too. It means letting go of narratives that hold you back and harm you. It means letting a part of yourself die so that another part of you can be reborn. Not everyone wants to get better, and that's okay. Some people have an identity tied to sickness. Others feel true wellness because it's the unknown. Oh my God, yes, this is what like if you've been in abusive relationships and stuff, being with somebody who isn't that way, you feel so lucky and it's nice and it's amazing and you love this person, but there's just something about it that doesn't feel right. It's because you never experienced it. And if you haven't experienced it, then you don't know what the outcome will be. You don't know if you'll get hurt. You don't know what will happen. There's just no telling. It could end up good. It could end up bad. You don't know. So you often seek those same relationship patterns that you had before, and somebody you will try to sabotage your relationship, and then you'll seek out back somebody who is that abusive type or who is whatever, and that you already know how those relationships end. You know what those people are like. So you already know what the outcome's going to be. And it's still scary and it still sucks, but there isn't the fear of the unknown. It's crazy messed up, but I guess until a lot of us realize this, we can't start working on ourselves to change the type of people we are with in relationships or whatever. Or maybe it's even friendships, So let's see. Yep, our minds are familiarity seeking machines. The familiar feels safe, that is, until we teach ourselves that discomfort is temporary and a necessary part of transformation. You will know when you're ready to begin this journey. Then you'll second guess yourself and want to quit. Oh God. This is when it's the most important you stay committed and keep repeating the practice until it becomes a discipline. Eventually, that discipline becomes confidence, and confidence becomes change, and change becomes transformation. The real work has nothing to do with anything out there. Oh God, I just remembered that my windows are still, the blinds are still open. And okay. It has everything to do with what's in you. It comes from you. The first step, a surprisingly challenging one, is to begin to imagine a future that looks different from the present. I mean, close your eyes. Once you're able to envision a reality alternate to the one you're living in, you're ready to move forward. And if you can't yet envision that reality, you're far from alone. There's a reason for this mental block. Stick with me. This book is written for you, as I was that person. Let's get started. Okay, so, I think whoa, okay, sorry. I just saw myself in the monitor and I was like frozen. So like if we could all just have it however we wanted to, I think we would all just like live a life of luxury, right? Probably. I mean, I live in the mountains and like near a beach, and like both the mountains and the beach, and I wouldn't be afraid of things, and I'd have like a nice house and just la di di la di da, like everything would be perfect, right? But it's like, what would need to be done to actually get to those steps? And it seems like it's so freaking far away. And honestly, anything from where I'm at right now is terrifying because I don't know. I have no freaking idea what is out there, what's going to happen. And this I know. It just, it kind of sucks. It's like, I'm sure you guys know what it's like, right? But I want to ask you guys, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but um, what are you guys thinking of this so far? I mean, we just read the little introduction thingy, but yeah. Uh, are you guys one for like self help, or like, are you just like naturally perfect, or yeah, I I've had to, I've always, well, maybe I haven't always, but I've tried to work on, I've known I need to work on myself for a long time. And I still do. And I go to therapy, and I try to make that as, uh, I try to say that a lot just to, because there are so many people who are just like, oh, you go to therapy, you're so messed up. You are so whatever. And it's like, um, yeah, I go to therapy so I can better myself and I can heal from these things. And I need help, but I don't know if I'll actually do it. Yeah, yeah, that is, it's so true. Like, it is so, I think like part of it is just, at least for me, I don't know if it is for you. Um, you have to let me know. But part of it is I guess just being accountable to yourself. Like for me, doing it with somebody else is easier for me to do, and I'm able to keep going and commit to it, and it's like a workout buddy, but if I don't, it's a lot harder, and I usually will start on something and then I'll stop. And then there's that other part where it's scary. I've mentioned that so many times. It is terrifying. Um, and that's why I hadn't been doing this at all. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do a live on this, and yeah, because if I did a live, I would be forcing myself to do it. Otherwise, I don't know. I mean, it would have been a lot harder to do it on my own. So I feel like you guys are helping me. So thank you for that. I don't know. Maybe I might like, maybe tomorrow or something. I don't know. Well, maybe we can like, you know, let's say this. I'll start doing these lives and reading these books, or this book. Um, I'll at least do at least once a week, but um, it'll probably be random. I'll try to like put it on my Instagram or Twitter um, ahead of time. So if you follow me there, then you'll know when it's going to be on. So like, if you want to be in like the chat live as it's happening and just comment too, like that's fine. That would be awesome if you did. But if you don't and you'd rather watch it later, if you don't want to watch it at all, that's totally fine too. But I figure for some people, such as myself, it's something that needs to be done together, and maybe this could help somebody else. I don't know. And I will still probably be interrupting like as I'm reading, like I have been doing, because I sorry. one of the cats was just jumping off of something. And it was funny. I don't know. But yeah, I'll probably just be adding my own, I guess you would call it commentary to this, just because I don't know. I kind of like doing that now, and just it makes it seem like I am really with somebody and having an actual conversation with you guys. Um, so I don't know if it will be tomorrow or what, sometime this week, but I'll go ahead and maybe we'll just like read a chapter or so. I'm trying to look to see how long they are. Maybe like, or maybe we'll just have to go with the flow. I don't know. Or I guess until my battery runs out, because like I said, I have this hooked up to the computer and this isn't my webcam, because if you watched my other live, which I know a lot of you guys did, and thank you for that, that webcam sucks. Like the quality is so minimal, and I was just like, I have to, if I can figure out how to get my camera up here. Since I've got it and I figured it out, yay! So yeah, we'll just, I don't know if we'll do a full chapter. That's like, oh, that's like, I make it sound like it's 300 pages long. It's just 21. Oh, you guys. Sorry. I'm gonna show you. There's actually, if you can, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? There's like fill in the blanks, and those are for, obviously they're to fill in the blanks, but I mean, they're asking questions like this one first. I'm just going to read this one to you guys. Do you often find yourself reacting emotionally to events, feeling out of control, and even ashamed about your behaviors after the fact? So I think they're just to kind of check yourself, I guess, maybe just to see if maybe you do need some help, or maybe if you don't, just something, or to maybe see what we'll be working on in the future, I guess. But yeah, I guess unless anybody else has anything they would like to add. Oh, wait. I guess I did do a self-help book one time. That was in high school. What was it called? Oh my God. It's the oh my God. The 7 Habits of a Highly Effective Teen. We had to read that in one of our classes, and then we had to do these workbooks on it. But anyways, yeah. And then I listened to I guess, the adult version of it, whatever, and it's basically the same thing. But yeah. Anyways, that is all for now, I guess. So thank you guys for actually joining me. It was fun to talk with you guys and stuff. So thank you for that. Well, I better like get off, and I'm actually gonna get something to eat. It's actually like around 9 here, so it's pretty late. Maybe not that late. What time is it there? You guys tell me what time it is where you're at real quick before we get off, because I don't know why, but I really want to know. That sounds weird. I'm just curious. I'm like looking at the thing. I'm just like, what time is it? What time is it? 7. Okay, 7. 7. 7, 8, 9. That joke. It's 7. 7, 7. Yeah. But yeah, I had fun with you guys tonight, and I'm glad you helped me finally read that, even though it was just like the introduction and the preface. It was so fun, and I don't know if I would have done it without you guys. I probably would have, but it would have been like maybe in a couple months. So yeah, thank you. And I hope maybe you guys will get something out of this too. So yeah. All right, I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, later, freaks. Oh, I hit the microphone. Okay, let's see here. All right, bye guys.
It's been a good day, now it's time for us to celebrate. Let's hit the town, get ready now. I'll roll you one on the way. The night is young, down goes the sun. Now it's time to have some fun. Let's get high, tonight's the night. Let's smoke this and then we can slide. Knock, knock, who's there? You fell out of the sky, baby, out of thin air. You speak, I stare. Who I'm in deep, never coming off for air. And I'm hooked just like that, it's not fair. Tryna play it cool, but I really can't. Said I'm hooked just like that, right there. And I said, would it be okay if I kiss you? Tell me what you mind if I lay right here. Would it be okay if I hold you? If I told you, yeah. Yeah, okay. I wanna be your girl. Okay, yeah. I wanna be your girlfriend. Hey, I just wanna be yours. Okay, yeah. I wanna be your girlfriend. Hey, I wanna be your girl. Okay, yeah. I wanna be your girlfriend. Hey, I just wanna be yours. Okay, yeah. I wanna be your girlfriend. No crush, who this? Do you feel the same? Cause I can't ignore this. You know I'm not scared. Show you all my cards and you give me blank stare. And I'm hooked just like that, it's not fair. Tryna be chill, but you know a kid said I'm hooked just like that, right there. And I said, would it be okay if I kiss you? Tell me what you mind if I lay right here. Would it be okay if I hold you? If I told you? Yeah, okay. I wanna be your girl. Okay, yeah. I wanna be your girlfriend. Hey, I just wanna be yours. Okay, yeah. I wanna be your girlfriend. Hey, I wanna be your girl. Okay, yeah. I wanna be your girlfriend. Hey, I just wanna be yours. Okay, yeah. I wanna be your girlfriend. Boy, I gotta know what's going on here. Tell you how I feel, then you go and disappear. Boy, I gotta know what's going on here. Tell you how I feel, then you go and disappear. Would it be okay if I kiss you? Tell me what you mind if I lay right here. Would it be okay if I hold you? If I told you? Yeah, okay. I wanna be your girl. Okay, yeah. I wanna be your girlfriend. Hey, I just wanna be yours. Okay, yeah. I wanna be